What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Connor Unchained. So we are going to cover a bunch of different stuff today. Some Bitcoin DeFi, some AI, and a little bit of general market overview. Just going to look at a couple of things here. So let's start on Bitcoin, all right? Talk about it for about 30 seconds. But as you can see, we had a nice dip recovery, and Bitcoin's kind of chilling right now, kind of in this range. I expect this to bounce a little bit more. It could just break out of here, maybe within the next few days if it pulls something like this. But right now, what I'm mainly watching for is a break, whether, again, a break right up out of this instantly, or if it bounces down, kind of chills out, and then a full out break over here. Because altcoins are looking primed right now for another leg up. Across the board too, we've seen even Render specifically has been kind of leading the AI surge, the AI charge right now, and it looks really good. It's had a heavy bounce already from like $7. Yeah, under 7, all the way to 10 just in a few days. And I do expect, again, probably some more bouncing around until it goes into new highs, but Render is right on its way. AI coins are on their way. Meme coins are on their way. RWAs are probably going to consolidate. Might be a little bit slower, but we've seen a lot of different stuff finally starting to recover, which is good. So we're going to jump into a few things with Bitcoin DeFi real quick. So we got stampscan.xyz. We're going to check on Bitcoin stamps because there is one specific project with Bitcoin stamps here. I'm trying to find it. Where is SWP? But either way, so right here. So this project is actually very bullish. So I've had it on my radar for a while, but what it is they're aiming to be the go-to DEX for swapping Bitcoin stamps. I haven't really covered stamps in a while, but this is a very bullish project in my opinion. Probably one of the first, full out utility projects. And they're actually working with BVM, which if you guys are familiar as well, that's like a pretty prominent project right now in the Bitcoin DeFi sector. And it's SWP is the ticker. Market cap, so we got about 30 Bitcoin in market cap, about 2 million. So it's still very tiny in market cap. I think as this grows, I think longer term, we could see this really start to move as well. Binance has been talking a lot about stamps over the last few days, few weeks, maybe even a month or two now. Constantly tweeting about it and putting stuff out. And, it's definitely a top stamp utility project. The stamps have been kind of under the radar. Even from BRC20s when those were popping, stamps are kind of, they're doing its thing, but it definitely wasn't as prominent. And obviously runes came out. Runes are doing what runes are doing. They're not doing too much. Some good runes are starting to form, certain communities, which is what I like to see. But, stamps really just haven't had that full out move yet. But I do expect SWP at some point to kind of lead the charge as well with, the like stamp token, Kevin, some of the first ones as well. But it's just looking good in my opinion, even at 2 million in market cap. Very tiny, but very high risk. This is just for information purposes, guys. You can check this stuff out yourselves. But that's on stampscan.xyz. You guys can check this stuff out. But very bullish in my opinion. So another thing too that I do want to pull up is, like I said, a lot of AI coins are starting to bounce. We have seen, on the channel, NKI has been one of my highest conviction plays, just throughout this whole cycle. It's definitely a top AI project, at least for me. I know a lot of people might think differently, but NKI has actually had a very good bounce over the last day or two. I feel like it's finally starting to show signs of bottoming out, because it obviously came up, did a 5, 10, like even a 13, 14x, came all the way back down. It's kind of back down to basically its old, like, all-time high down here before it actually ran up. So it is very bottomed out. But with the working platform, very solid utility. I don't expect this to be this low for that long. And it looks good. NKI is doing very well for for the time being. Chart is down very heavily. It's interesting because a lot of people just sell the news on stuff like this when they got a very good working product, yet there's a lot of different AI coins that really haven't delivered anything, that are just still cruising along. I just believe in real utility, real projects. There's not too much else to say for it. It's just time will tell. I'm just continuing to DCA, continuing to hold this, and we'll see where this takes us, over the next, whether it's a month, 3, 6 months. It's just part of the game. Because I know a lot of people have been freaking out. A lot of people have been, seeing these dips over the last month, thinking like the bull market's over. Because again, we have been running up pretty quick for what it is. But again, I think it's a regular pullback. It's been one of the first major pullbacks in the market that we've really seen thus far in the bull. Even like this down here, this wasn't really too much of a pullback at all. And then Bitcoin just skyrocketed right after. But as you can see too, Bitcoin is still kind of holding right around previous all-time highs. Literally in between 60K to around 70K right now. And again, it's just, we're taking it day by day. I do want to see Bitcoin really show signs of breaking this clear downtrend right here. In my opinion, this looks like it was just a pretty heavy liquidity grab too. Came back up. And like I said, it's still just in here. Still making, lower highs, lower lows. But I do want to see just more confirmation that this is going to start another leg up. So, like I said, we'll take it day by day, see how that goes. We've even seen Solana. So again, this is not a trade I took. I just like to put these in here just for reference, but Solana's already starting to look very good. It's been holding this level as well, and it has bounced. I think Solana's just the overall hype for Solana this whole cycle is just there really is not much else that is competing with it. Obviously ETH is going to do its thing as well. I don't think ETH is going anywhere this cycle either, but I think dominance for the market for the rest of the bull run, I do think Solana has so much potential, to really almost pull what ETH pulled, in the last cycle. It's looking very strong as well. I don't really talk too much about like super high caps, but Solana is just one you can't argue with. Just the dominance that it has over the market right now. Mainly for meme coins, obviously. There are a few decent utility projects on Solana. One specifically is actually NOS or Nosana. It's kind of like a beta play to render. But same with this one. It's, chart looks very good. And it's holding up pretty well. But like I said, I think depending on what Bitcoin does, if Bitcoin really has that next push up to show that its next leg up really is going to continue from here. I think we're going to see all of these coins that are still kind of consolidating finally break into new local highs, as of right here. Probably going to bounce around and then start trending up, So we could see some, excuse me, we could see something like that. That's what I'm waiting for a lot of these projects, but just some classic AI like Ori Chain, $11. It looks really good. So many just coins that are at beautiful opportunities right now. I really, I don't know. I don't like to preach too much just about buying all the time, buy in the markets, but in consideration of where we are in this cycle and what the future kind of holds, not really knowing exactly what will happen, I still do firmly believe this is one of the final major times to be jumping into the market. One of the last times to be finding these strong utility projects, even super strong meme coins that have great I was gonna say utility, yeah. Some great communities. Because I think from here, a lot of charts are still bottomed out, or fairly bottomed, or on heavy dips. And in a bull market, dips are for buying, bottomed out charts are for buying, and it's just a patience game from here, That's kind of how I'm playing it right now. But this is just a kind of a small little update on some stuff. I dropped a video on some meme coins the other day, dropped some AI coins. I could talk about RWAs, but I just kind of wanted to bring up a couple of things that have just been going on in the market that I've seen. And that's mainly what I'm waiting for right now. There's going to be a lot more content coming out very soon. More just some newer projects that are coming out, some more research on stuff like that. But I think, again, it's just going to be up to Bitcoin right now. Because there is a chance, this could just continue down, and it could bounce somewhere around low 60s. I mean, it is in low 60s, but even like under 60, 57, 58. It could come back down to that point, But like I said, I think like 10 times already, it's a patience game right now. We're just going to be watching these, watching Bitcoin, watching ETH, watching majors, watching every narrative, seeing how it plays out. But something to note as well is we actually do have Nvidia. We have Nvidia earnings coming out very soon. And I think this could be another start of a potential leg up for AI specifically in the market right now. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be pretty good. I don't really know. Honestly, I don't know too much about their financials as far as Nvidia. But I think if they can really kill their revenue and just show heavy strength going into, just the next few weeks, kind of blow out their earnings, I think we're going to see AI coins take off. Depends on if it is in a week, 2 weeks. I think it's going to just kickstart a lot of AI coins again. And we're going to see new launches pop out left and right, yet again, of brand new AI coins that are, a lot of them are going to be scams. A lot of them might be legit. We're probably going to be right back on looking at new launches because, this is going to be the time to be adding to these bags of very strong coins, Even AIT I still like, but yeah, chart is just very down as well. You can kind of put this as a support here. I see something maybe right around here, but it's definitely bottomed out. RSI is showing signs that this is probably the bottom. It's probably going to start pushing up from here. It might take a little while, but it's probably going to bounce. Something like this. Maybe comes back down and boom, you know. Like I said, there's not going to be too much more in this video. Just wanted to throw a few things together that I've seen over the last day or two in the market. You know, still holding strong on most of the coins, you know, if not all the coins I've held through the dip. And we're just continuing to add to high conviction bags. You know, that's the name of the game here. And in due time, you know, we're going to see that retail euphoria at some point completely take over the market. And that is basically what we are preparing for, being in crypto thus far in this bull market. You know, waiting for Bitcoin to break out, hit 70, 75, 80K, upwards of 90K. You know, its next leg up is going to melt faces. So that's what I got for you guys today. Just throwing some stuff out here. And like I said, a lot more content coming on some more in-depth research on new projects and stuff. You know, I feel like I haven't done too much of that over the last, you know, maybe month. You know, if you go back to my earlier videos, you know, I dropped a lot of new projects, new stuff like that all the time. But lately I haven't been doing that. And I think I want to bring that back and just, you know, start dropping a lot more value on the channel. So stay up to date, and I will see you guys in the next video. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it.